And we're live. Second take, week 10. How's everybody doing? We're here again with another solo cast. Unfortunately, timing has been just terrible these past couple weeks. Shout out to me and Nancy. We finally closed on our home. We are in the process of moving. This will indeed be the last time filming from the cruise residence in the garden unit. Shout out to her parents. But this is a second take, not about my life necessarily, but here we go. Week 9 brought us some explosive stuff, and I want to start with QB1. I wanted to start there, Dave. Ecstatic. You got to be screaming from the result of what your quarterback did. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and let's bring them up on the big screen here. There we are. Boom. 42.72 from QB1 Justin Fields. All the haters out there. Now, obviously, his passing numbers have been down this year. I can't tell you, I'll raise my hand. I am one of many who took the over on his passing totals throughout the year. Never have I bet on the 200, but the 150 to the 180 in between there, I've always taken his over. Granted, he has not always hit it, but 178 on the ground and a tutty, 3 passing touchdowns to my guy Cole Kmet. Shout out Dave on shouting me out there. That was a sick game to watch. Unfortunately, the result wasn't what we wanted as Bears fans, but really I think it was. I think all the L's will take them. The goal is QB1 to do well, right, boys? That is the only objective. But nevertheless, Justin Fields, exciting. What a week by him. Dave has been starting him confidently for the past 5-6 weeks, maybe even longer. I didn't catch on till later, but I was always like, really, Dave? We're starting QB1? Yes, we are. Matt took an L last week, dropped 7-2. We're about to show you the power rankings here in a second. Piane has won 2 straight, folks. Watch out. This team's hot. He's going places. I think he has a real shot at doing what Xavier did last year. Maybe not going all the way, but at least trying to make the playoffs. Anyways, let's get into these power rankings. Boom. Number 1, baby. I'm back. I'm back at the top. Team's getting healthy. Jonathan Taylor's coming back. I'll have you guys know in the ESPN, I traded for Jonathan Taylor. I have doubled down on this miraculous fantasy season. I don't understand. Maybe, I mean, looking back at the trade with me and Ryan Hannigan, I gave up Miles Sanders and Tyler Lockett. Now, neither have really exploded, but Miles Sanders is a top 15 running back, which is really what you want. That's an RB1. Well, maybe an RB1 in our league, but in a 16-man, that's an RB1. Anyways, I'm at 1, happy. Matt suffering defeat was kind of unexpected. Dave gaining a victory last week. Amazing. I mean, it's hard to lose your team when your quarterback puts up 42. Nate suffered an L to me in the game of the week. Obviously, that's why I'm at 1. Ryan Downs taking a victory last week. Both the Ryans actually won. It's kind of insane. We'll get to the loser of that game a little bit later, but the champ, don't let me skip over Big Mike here. Big Mike is quietly getting in form and has a really, really good shot at maybe defending the title, which is kind of shocking. Xavier at 7. What a difference in this year you have made from last year. Team is incredible. Team is great. You took down the champ last week, moving to 4 and 5. I think you got a shot. Tony's been dying to get on second take, but the timing has been just really tough. He wants to talk Bears. We'll get you on here soon, buddy. Maybe next week we might have something from the mountains. We're going to North Carolina, a little family trip. Well, that's maybe later. 9, Danny. Just helped Danny move into his new apartment. Shout him out. We mounted a TV. Looks great. He's looking forward to inviting folks over for a Sunday. Maybe get some red zone in and watch a little football. So Danny's team is explosive. Tyreek Hill. I think he's number 1 in a lot of categories for fantasy. So what a pick. Jesse at 10 is taking on both the Ryans back to back these last 2 weeks here. This week and the week before, obviously. Ryan Hannigan at 11, Mikey at 12, Piane won 2 in a row. Joe is flailing. I think he's 2 and 7. The bottom 4, it's looking tough, but I think we have 4 weeks left here, right? This week and then 3 more. So it's not unthinkable for somebody to jump into that wild card spot. Obviously, the first round bye is dead. None of you guys are going to be able to get it. But keep battling. Keep battling. Let's go to Waiver Wired. Little quiet week here for Waiver Wired. Only $31 spent in week 10. Mikey picked up Jimmy G, San Francisco quarterback, $12. Matthew Stafford, $10. And Fat Randy, the Tennessee Titans kicker, Ryan Downs. New Orleans defense, $6 at Jesse. Daniel Jones, quarterback, New York Giants. I put $1 in. Dave, why? Why? This makes me very sad. I am obviously without Lamar this week. It's bleak at quarterback, but saying it all year. This one really hurt. He's going to start. This ad, it must be speculative and just for the future because he's going to start QB1 until he can't. So, Atlanta Falcons defense, $1 to myself. I was, not a lot of fab dollars left in my budget. I think at this point, maybe I need to go a little higher. I think we all need to go a little higher. Time's running out, but I don't want to be entering the playoffs with $0 fab dollars. It's just not my style. Obviously, know who we play for this week. I still have it. It's a good one. We'll get there at some point when we get somebody to join us. But let's look at last week and let's talk about it. Here we are. We'll start with Piane. Major victory over Danny. I think I took Piane here, but wow. Tyreek Hill 27. He's just been fantastic. Josh Jacobs, a little bit of a quiet game. He's kind of quieted down. That Atlanta game was weird. Herbert only 12. You hate to see it. Tua, big time. Leonard Fournette, Alvin Kamara, a little low scoring. But Waddle has been fantastic. And look at Zach Ertz. Piane shot you out, man. Way to come back. Danny was without Kittle and Debo. So Danny, a little bit of a bye there. We can see why Piane won that one. Tony, major victory over Joe. Joe's flailing. Team is looking bleak, buddy. Little concerned, Joe. Special teams is all right. 27 on your special teams. Can't complain there. Dallas Goedert, baby. 24. Piane signed him away. That was that trade for Keenan Allen. I'm pretty think it's safe to say that Tony has won that trade. Patty Mahomes, 36. Cordell Patterson, welcome back, Tony. Welcome back, Cordell Patterson. Amazing. Didn't need Zeke, doesn't need Cooper. Jeff Wilson, too. Tony's team, watch out. Watch out. I had to Google search Matt's new team name, and it's something to deal with gambling from The Simpsons. I'll let you guys go out there. If you already know, great, but I'll let you guys go out there and find that scene. It's hilarious. Brian did do the unthinkable. I wanted this to happen, of course, selfishly, so I can move to number 1. But Matt, the Higbee 0, I had him in the ESPN with, the Mark Andrews injury, and now I'm by. Can you start him next week? Playing Atlanta. Put up points against Atlanta the first time they played him. Can't really blame me on 4 points on the defense start. This was just players didn't show up, right? The lack at running back is really hurting you this year. Obviously, you've had some injuries, but it's hurting you majorly. Double tight end strat. On the other side, Kenneth Walker has been a revelation. What an ad. Is that where we're at for ad of the year? I wonder where we're at in those rankings. Something to definitely think about, and we'll obviously vote on it on the award show. Man, 116 points, though. Just good enough. Ryan finally getting a break here, moving to 5-4. Shout out to you, Downs. This was not good looking here. If you can win with 88 points, Hannigan, you're screaming, right? That's all you need, 88, and I got the victory. Shout me out. Geno Smith has been amazing. Just picked up in the ESPN league. Like I said, Lamar's on bye. I like him moving forward. Miles Sanders, 15 is what you want. Deion Jackson. Well, who's your RB2? Naheem Hines in Buffalo, maybe? Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake's looking nice for Baltimore. But Ryan, that's only as good as until the Gus Bus comes back, right? Or even J.K. Dobbins. Tough. Man, Darren Waller. What a bust. He's stuck with Las Vegas tight end. Wow. Mon St. Brown's been kind of quiet, right, Jess? It's been a little tough. The Foreman game. This is just all these players are not like name brand players, right? These are all guys that have been doing somewhat well in fantasy. I mean, of course, Godwin is, but you know what I mean. Will Lutz, Mon St. Brown, name brand, but we didn't have Christian McCaffrey and Dak Prescott this week. And Michael Pittman has been a bust, a super bust. Where's he going to go next year? These are my questions. Xavier, big win. 143 on the champ. Came to play. This is a little bit of a revenge from the last year's Super Bowl, right? Maybe this should have been featured, but where you guys are at in the standings, I wanted to feature another 2 teams, unfortunately. But Josh Allen, Joe Mixon, ETN, DeAndre Hopkins. Look at that 4. And D-Hop, he took later and waited and did not move him. Xavier was never for moving DeAndre Hopkins. There was never a point where he was going to get traded. Who needs running backs? 55. How did Joe Mixon? Why didn't I lead with that? Sorry, boys. But I shout out to the champ on posting that picture of this is why you don't need running backs. It was incredible. Devontae Adams, he destroyed me in the ESPN. What a player. I was happy to see him back in form. Gerald Everett, it is what it is. The Patriots defense is the number one defense right now. Mike was not happy when he drafted him. I love it. 2 defense, 1 on the bench. Got to be ready. Shout out to you, Xavier. We need a tight end, huh? Freiermuth on the bye. Is that enough to get you through the rest of the season? It's kind of moving late. Trade deadline is incoming, boys. Start looking. Not anytime soon, but, we're getting there. Jay Fields, I shot him out in the beginning of the episode. 42.72. I think if you're Mikey, you're a little upset, but at the same time, happy to see you're beat by QB1. How often does the Bears quarterback beat you? I mean, how can we say that? How often does that happen in fantasy? It's pretty rare. Terrence Marshall getting some work. Man, your team, Mikey. Not happy with Michael Thomas, and you can see why. I think his career is over. Michael Thomas is going to become the Kenny Golladay. He's going to become the Julio Jones. It's going to be cycled between teams last couple of years. I think it's done. Won't be fantasy relevant again. Stating it here. Travis Kelce, Pacheco. Man, the Khalil Herbert really hurt me. I needed him to get 26 rushing yards to win a bet. It hurt. Okay. And last but not least, the game of the week. My game versus Nate. Both 6-3. It was definitely I missed the title contender game, but it's nice. It's nice to have 2 juggernauts. I mean, he is on an amazing streak until he played me, and I told him he was going to lose, and in fact, it happened. But not on his fault. I mean, Nate's expecting more out of Devonta Smith, Tyler Conklin, right? He's expecting a little bit more out of these players. Left Carr on the bench. Aaron, two red zone interceptions. That was unlike him. Unlike him last week. It was making me happy, though. But I'll be real with you. I bet Green Bay to win that game in a parlay. So sad to see it. But on my side, Cooper Kupp and A.J. Brown, I'm hoping they take me all the way. Cole Kmet, obviously, with the 2 tutties. Exciting. He had a tutty last week. It's 3 tutties consecutively. I mean, am I running double tight end the rest of the year? Who knows? Matt Prater was a fill-in this week. No Gano, Graham Gano. This was my bye week. Our partial bye week. Not even. This was my injury week. Next week is my bye week. This week that upcoming is my bye week. So something to think about. Big win by me. We'll take it. Ending his 6-game win streak. Nate was going to go for his record at 10. I believe 9 to get to 10 and break the record, but he couldn't do it. Now I'm at 4. How far can I go? Hopefully all the way. Let's move over to next week's predictions, though. Week 10, boys. We only have 4 more left, and then it's the playoffs. Wow. How about this? My co-host, who's not here today, but Mike, the champ, playing me, catching me on the bye week. Who is he missing? The Patriots D, the number 1 defense, and Michael Carter. Mike's at practically full strength. I am damn near full strength. I'm missing my quarterback and tight end, but I feel confident in mine. Tannehill's not. Hopefully he plays. I don't even know if he's coming back. There's not anybody out there, boys. It's scary at quarterback. Jonathan Taylor, Caleb Huntley is not an RB2. I may roll with and hope for a garbage time Gainwell touchdown against the football team, aka the Commanders. I don't know. Curtis Samuel's been Debo light. I like my chances here. I'm gonna take myself. I'm 7-2. We can afford this L. I don't want to give this L up though to the champ. I would like to beat him. Devontae Adams. I'm fearing him. I'm fearing CeeDee Lamb. The DBs in Green Bay are good. Maybe they can stop or quell him. Allen Robinson is a nobody this year. That's a bust. Jalen Hurts is gonna put up 20. I had to try to figure out a formula here for me to win. I don't like my odds, but I'm going to take myself. We'll leave it there. Joe is playing Piane. Loser goes home. There's no doubt in my mind loser goes home here. Must win for both teams. Some cues. Keenan Allen, is he going to play? I don't think so. Brian Robinson going on the bench. Obviously, he can slot in Pickens if he needs to. Mike Williams been out for you, Joe. I'm going to take Piane here. I think Piane is getting hot. This is going to be a close bout, though. This is going to be a close bout. How about Ryan Downs taking on Tony? This is a marquee matchup, if you ask me. These are two teams that have firepower. And I imagine Tony's feeling a little upset about Kenneth Walker. And he's probably talking down on him this week, expecting the worst. But Tony, you're all right. You got Cordell Patterson back, as well as Dalvin Cook, Purple Jesus 2.0, as I like to call him. Where did I go here? This is tough. I'm going to take Tony. Here. I think the quarterback, no Chase, no Burrow. Hopefully Burrow comes back, but 4-6 weeks Downs, I'm hoping for you. He's a talented player, and your team's a whole different team when you have both those guys in your lineup. But right here, I'm going to roll with Tony. His firepower. Amari Cooper is on the road, which is not good, but I see it falling Tony's way here. How about Ryan Hannigan playing Danger Matt? Travis Homer still in that starting lineup. No RB2. Could Matt send somebody? I don't think you can move Diggs. That's him. You can't trade him. Could you trade Kirk and try to get a guy? It's tough, Matt. It's tough. Looking at the matchups here, I like Hannigan. I like Claypool against Detroit. I think we might see a little more Claypool this week. Maybe we hammer the over for Fields this week. Geno is playing Tampa. I mean, that's probably 20 points, 18. James Conner back in the lineup. Will he score a touchdown? There's a formula here for Matt to lose, and I definitely see it. Xavier playing Jesse. Both guys need a win here. If they're even sniffing the first round bye. Darren Waller, doubtful. You hate to see it. Oh, Jesse. I'm going to roll with Xavier here. I think the firepower is, I mean, you got Christian McCaffrey, but it's Foreman. I'm scared. Foreman's playing on Thursday night. Is it 5 again? Is it 20? I'm fearful of your lineup. Mon St. Brown hasn't shown he's playing the Bears. It's possible. I like your running backs better than Xavier's, but the rest of the team, Lazard, he's been like 10, 13 point guy. Godwin's been okay. No Mixon this week, and I'm still taking Xavier. Sorry, Jesse. Sorry. Dave, Big Daddy Dave's playing Nate. I believe this is game of the week. We'll go ahead and feature it here. No reason to tease it and go away. Both teams these are premier teams in the league right now, especially record-wise and points-wise. One side does look better. Not by much, but I'm going to roll with Dave. I like the names he has. I'm a little worried about Ayuk, but I mean, it's a crapshoot down below who you put there in flex. It's nothing's guaranteed. Ayuk has done it. They're coming off a bye. I agree. I like Olave, best rookie receiver this year. Jerry Jeudy's been hit and miss, but this could go either way. The running backs are pretty even. The starting running backs anyways. I mean, obviously David's better than Ayuk, or should be. But I'm going to roll with Dave. Moving to 7-3. I don't want Dave to win. He's in my division. Nate, come on. Pull through for me here. Last but not least, we got Danny Beverly Boys playing Pitts is fine. Mikey. Mikey's lost 4 in a row, boys. Flailing. Are we at a point, Mikey, where we move Justin Jefferson, where we think about it? I'm so concerned for you. You obviously need him here because you're playing against Tyreek Hill, Deebo Samuel. You know, these are high-scoring players. Josh Jacobs has been a high-scoring player this year, so you need firepower. Your running backs are god-awful. Eno Benjamin. I mean, if we have James Conner coming back, what does Eno do? Ramondre's on bye, though, Mikey says. I have no choice. Are we just holding Michael Thomas because we can? Oh, Danny, another victory for you here. I'm calling it loud and clear. But that'll wrap it up for the predictions. Let's go ahead and go back to full screen. As we're entering week 10, I'll become a little more vocal with the trade deadline. I'll let you guys know what the official day is. I'm sitting here talking about it. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it's week 13. It's before the playoffs start, but I don't have an exact date. But we're dwindling down to the end of the season. It has been nothing but great. It's been fun. Obviously, I'm doing well, so I feel really good. But I mean, even like seasons I don't do well, this has been very competitive. Fab's been amazing. The bidding wars. It's everything and more this league. You guys know I love it. And I was not about to miss an episode due to the fact that we're moving. it's been a small process of trying to close this home. We did it. Now we're bringing things back and forth. Luckily, I found a little spot in today where I could film, and here we are. So second take, week 10. Good luck to all the GMs out there. We're buying a spot for the playoffs and possibly that week 14 bye, right? Have a good one, boys.